Let's make a simple chili with some possum meat in a slow cooker. But first, let's get a station set up so that we can get this processed.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. It's right to live this out, but we got this far, don't know how. They know we'll burn down the night, coming just like the sun. As you know, the it ain't tonight. Let it ain't tonight. We gonna let it just like the sun. We gonna let it out.
There you go. So I'm going to be using this, which looks like a sawhorse, as a butchering station. This screw right here is going to have a string that comes down where I'll tie like an animal's legs here, whether it's a chicken, rabbit, possum, or any other animal. Just have it hung from its legs here, and then I can sit down and I can process the animal right here. And it does look a little bit like overkill to kind of build something like this, but I eventually want to just keep this outside and not process stuff in here. So this actually will be sitting outside, so it'll be easier to process animals. I'm going to start raising chickens again, and so this right here would make it a lot simpler to actually process chickens, because I like to hang them up opposed to use a cone. For me, it's just a little easier for me to process chickens. Otherwise, other animals are a lot easier to process when it's hung up like this also. So yeah, let's get started in processing an animal. I have a possum ready to go to process. But first I gotta line the floor here just so that if anything does drip, it's gonna be caught by like a bag or something. There you go, perfect. I have 4 screws up here with some paracord. The 2 screws in the middle are closer, and this is where I'm just securing my paracord. And then I have the ability to kind of do a figure 8 on the other 2 screws. And then I can tie it off in the middle here so that the string stays in the middle. But this is just to be able to kind of adjust the length of the paracord and like the height of where the animal is going to be. And so I just have some extra cordage here like this. Now I'm just going to tie a loop at the end here. The loop is so that I can just go like this, and so now I can cinch like a leg down or something, this. And if I'm sitting, this will actually be pretty good. So this is gonna be like this. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I am not in the mood to do something like this right now. I'd rather just edit videos or do something else. But this is always a great learning experience. I always learn something new whenever I process an animal like this. And if I ever want to do any of like the survival courses with Dave Canterbury, you need to process an animal like this eventually in one of his courses. And so I'm not going to go into full detail on how to process this because I've already done so in previous videos. You can click on the card that pops up and it'll bring you to the video. But I'm going to do a real quick processing of this. All I'm going to grab are the hind legs and the front legs, and I'm not going to be keeping any of the other stuff. I might keep the liver and the heart though, so yeah, we'll see. So 2 of the hind legs, the liver, the heart, and the kidneys. I'm going to take this inside and clean everything off. Let's make a simple chili with some possum meat in a slow cooker. I'm also adding the organ meats like the heart, kidneys, and liver. I'm gonna brown some ground beef first though. And I'll be using chili in a can like this from Campbell's. Some olive oil. And I don't need a whole lot, just a little bit, just a chunk like this. And then just break it all up. And now just pour all of this into the slow cooker. Let's actually brown the possum meat also. There you go. And the kidney, liver, and heart, I'm gonna just throw in the slow cooker later. All right, I think that should be good enough. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Possum meat in there. And so now I'm just gonna toss this in. Nothing special, just something simple. That's good. Okay. Pour this in. And I'm going to add a little bit of water just to loosen it up a little bit. And then I'm going to slow cook this for as long as I need to until the meat is super tender. All right, on second thought, I'm not going to add water. I'm just going to add half of another can. There you go. Half of another can. That at very least covers up all of the meat. There you go, just like that. That looks good. Perfect. This will work. And the heart, the kidneys, and the liver comes in. All right, this is perfect. I'm gonna plug this in and get this cooked. Plug this in, turn this on to high, and there you go, all set. So this is the AC60 from Bluetti. It's a new product coming out this month. And I've actually been using and testing this in my shed and using it as my main power source. So far, it's actually been really, really nice. I've been using it mostly to light the shed at night with my big floodlight. But this crock pot here works with this. It doesn't take that much wattage or voltage, I believe, whichever the two. It's like 100 watts or something like that. And this is able to handle up to 600 watts. And so, yeah, this is really fun. So I'm just gonna let this sit for maybe 3 to 4, maybe even 6, 7 hours and check back on this. All right, after 4 hours, the chili is done. During that time, I actually added the rest of the ground beef. I cooked this down so it's not as liquidy as well. I also added cherry tomatoes and a bunch of packets of Diablo sauce from Taco Bell. All right, let's get started though. So it's a ton of meat and beans here. Just like that. Let's pull out the possum meat. The meat is like super tender and it just is falling off the bone. Look at that, see? Here's more of the meat. I'm gonna add Greek yogurt to it in place of sour cream. Some fresh chives, some shredded cheese, some more chives on the top. There you go. And some pork rinds. Oh, that looks perfect. All right, there you go. Let's try it out first, like this. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, this is perfect. The Greek yogurt in place of sour cream is pretty good. That's amazing. All right, this is the possum meat right here. It's so good. It's really tender. It's just like eating like pulled pork. And there's a lot of tendons, so I'm getting a lot of like gelatinous sort of like pieces and stuff, and it's really good. That's amazing. And there's the bone. See, this is how you're supposed to do like meats like possum, squirrels, and any other sort of rodent type animals. You have to cook them slow, like low and slow, until they're super tender like this. A lot of people online, they tend to just like grill it or cook it over a fire for just a little bit, just so that it's cooked. And that's not right, because the meat is going to be really tough and it's going to be stringy and it's not going to be good. You have to cook it low and slow like this. Yeah, this is really good. I ate a possum about a year or two ago, and I did a sort of a barbecue stew. It was good, but this is so much better. This is so much better. This is really good chili. What made this chili better was likely the Taco Bell sauce, the Diablo sauce. It gave it that, what was it, the cumin sort of flavor and aroma. And then it has that deeper sort of aromatic chili from the Diablo sauce. Yeah. And it has like this deeper sort of like heat. It's not a very, very spicy heat. Like, I'm not burning my mouth right now with the spiciness. It's just enough. It's sort of like enough to warm your entire mouth and body. That's what I like about spicy stuff. I don't like spicy foods to where like you're going like that the whole time, you know? It sucks. Spicy food where it like is painful is not fun for me. Like this was just perfect. It just sort of like warms your mouth, warms your body. Some more yogurt. Greek yogurt. There you go. Man, like, yeah, I'm finishing all of this. This is good, see? Right. Well, that is it. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making this a lot, and it turned out really, really well. I'm always pretty iffy about eating like squirrels and possums and stuff like that, because I'm just not like used to eating stuff like that. But these are nice learning experiences. I enjoy like the eating part of this entire process. I don't enjoy the killing and processing and gutting and all of that, you know. I don't enjoy any of that. Like, I would prefer that somebody else does it, you know, and then I'll do the cooking and everything. That's more, it's simpler, you know. I don't have to deal with that whole emotional roller coaster when you kill and process an animal. But it's always great to learn, and it's always a great learning experience to do that. And so, yeah, this is a lot of fun, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself, to be honest. When you do stuff like this, I learn like how I react to it and how I process my feelings about killing and processing an animal and gutting an animal and stuff like that. I learn a lot. And so, yeah, I hope you learned some stuff in this video too. and give this a try next time if you end up catching a possum or something. But yeah, please check out some of my other videos, check out some of my merch on my Spreadshop, and I may have some like affiliate links down below to my Amazon stores. And if you end up purchasing something, I get a small commission at no extra cost to you. And so yeah, that's another way for you to support me and my channel. Otherwise, just check out some of my playlists that I have on processing meats and stuff and food, or maybe in my camping videos. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next video, all right? Thanks.